Hello everyone, I'm Neha Seni. Welcome to my channel, Science is Interesting. So before I start with my topic today, I want to give a little introduction what my channel is about. Science is interesting. Basically, science is a concept-based subject. You have to understand the concept. Automatically, you will learn everything. Automatically, you will get interest in science. ओके वो जमाने चले गए द टाइम इज गॉन व्हेन वी यूज्ड टू क्रैम द थिंग्स हम रट लेते थे और मार्क्स आ जाते थे बट नाउ डेज इफ यू चेक द सीबीएसई अपडेट्स like even the CBSE, they ask question in board exams. We plan exams for our children. So what kind of questions they ask? They ask related to understanding based, how much the child has understood the concept. Application based means is the child is able to apply the concept. Competency based, that how the child can relate it with our surroundings, daily life. And then a little remember and recall based question, जिसको हम रटना बोलते हैं. So this part is very less now. So to get good marks, to score good, we need to go through with all these pointers and automatically you will be able to score good. But my main motto is not just to score good. My main motto is to understand the concept. So for that, I have planned to reach each child so that they can understand the concept, they can feel, yes, they can learn it, and English or Hindi will not be the hindrance. So we will discuss the topic in Hindi, in English, in both the languages. So without further ado, let's begin with the topic of grade 8 sound. Okay, what is sound? Just a bit. What is sound? When we talk about sound, sound is a form of energy. Okay, it's a form of energy which enables us to hear. सुनने में जो हमारी मदद करती है, that form of energy is called as sound. What is sound? It is the sensation which is felt by our ears and we are able to hear anything. हमें सुनाई देता है because of this energy which we call sound. Okay, and what is the importance of sound? Sound is very important in our life. If we say sound, we can communicate, बात कर सकते हैं, we can communicate verbally to each other because of sound. Okay, you just close your eyes and just look at your surrounding. A dog is barking. Okay, the clock is moving, tick-tock sound. You switch on the fan, so the sound of the switch. All these sounds, they have special importance, right? The moment you close your eyes and you hear these sounds, you are able to understand, you are able to know, yes, this is a dog, yes, this is dog. If some baby is crying, yes, you can feel, you can know, yes, the baby is crying. Why? Because of the sound. So sound is really very important in our life. Now next thing is, how does it produced? How does the sound is produced? Sound is produced through vibrations. This is very important thing, vibrations. If something is vibrating, it is producing sound. The best example, the very common example, I have taken this plate and I tied one rubber band to it, right? So if I will just move it, if you are able to hear the sound, because it is not connected with the metal portion. Okay, so you are able to hear the sound. A very hazy sound is coming the moment it is attached with the metal, because metal is sonorous, it also produce sound. So the sound will become pleasant, right? So what is sounds? How the sound is produced? Sound is produced through vibrations. Now, for example, if we talk about the musical instruments, okay, म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो किस किस टाइप के म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट आपने देखे होंगे? एक तो होता है स्ट्रिंग बेस्ड. For example, we have guitar, sitar, right? These all are string based. क्या करते हैं हम उसमें? We just vibrate the string and we get the sound. Okay. Second हमारे पास आता है wind based. Wind based means, for example, flute. बांसुरी को लेते हैं, बांसुरी बजाते हैं हम, माउथ ऑर्गन बजाते हैं, तो उसमें क्या होता है? स्ट्रिंग्स लगी हुई होती हैं, होल्स बने हुए होते हैं, तो वो जो एयर है वो पास कर रही है इन अ पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म, उसको वाइब्रेशन मिल रहा है एंड इट इज प्रोड्यूसिंग अ ब्यूटीफुल साउंड. Then another one is percussions based. Percussion means there is a surface, कोई एक membrane है जिसको आप हिट करते हो, लाइक वी हैव तबला, ढोलकी. ओके, दीज आर परकर्शंस. इसमें क्या होता है कि आप उसको थाप देते हो, ढोलकी को बजाते हो या तबले को बजाते हो, तो उससे वाइब्रेशंस प्रोड्यूस होती हैं, उससे साउंड प्रोड्यूस होती है. सो बेसिकली इफ यू थिंक, इफ यू जस्ट टेक अ होल आइडिया ऑफ इट, हाउ दिस साउंड इज गेटिंग प्रोड्यूस्ड, इट इज गेटिंग प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द वाइब्रेशंस. वाइब्रेशंस हो रही हैं तो साउंड प्रोड्यूस हो रही है. ठीक है, अब क्वेश्चन उठता है कि साउंड प्रोड्यूस हो रही है. ओके फाइन, साउंड इज गेटिंग प्रोड्यूस समवेयर, द डॉग इज बार्किंग देयर, ओके, अ चाइल्ड इज क्राइंग देयर, अ म्यूजिक इज बीइंग प्लेड समवेयर देयर फार अवे फ्रॉम. हाउ दिस साउंड इज रीचिंग टू आवर ईयर्स, कानों तक कैसे पहुंच रही है? वो तो बहुत दूर है, कैसे सुन रहा है हमें? ऐसा क्या है कि वो हमारे तक पहुंच रहा है और वी आर एबल टू हियर दैट साउंड? कैसे सुन पा रहे हैं हम उसको? So that is called as propagation of sound. Propagation means something is moving forward. कैसे वो move कर रहा है? So we have to understand how sound propagates. Sound propagates through medium. Now what is the meaning of medium here? मीडियम का मतलब है साउंड को मूव करने के लिए कुछ चीज चाहिए जिसके थ्रू वो मूव कर पाए. मीडियम का एग्जांपल हम यहाँ पर लेते हैं. वी विल टेक मीडियम एज सॉलिड, liquid and gas. Okay, so let's take an example. अभी मैं आपको एक वीडियो क्लिप दिखाती हूँ. इस वीडियो क्लिप में this is a song from the movie Sadma. I just want to show this video clip to you. Just listen to it once and then we'll come back to the topic. Okay, so this is the... Now what Sridevi is doing here, they are trying to listen the sound of train, which is coming from far distance. Here is the train. Okay, so what we have seen, what we have checked here, what we have... Okay, so what we have seen in this video, we have seen the sound can travel through solid medium. Sound need medium to travel. Okay, the sound can travel through solid, liquid and gas. Sound is fastest in case of solid. It is being said like maybe 5,930 meter per second in case of solid. Like we take example of steel. Okay, so it is fastest in case of solid. Why it is fastest in case of solid? Because the solid molecules, they are compactly packed. आपस में बहुत अच्छे से पैक्ड होते हैं. तो वाइब्रेशंस क्या है? व्हाट इज वाइब्रेशंस? वाइब्रेशंस दे ट्रेवल लाइक, वाइब्रेशंस हमने देखा होगा, दे ट्रेवल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ तरंगों की फॉर्म में. अगर हम बोलते हैं हिंदी में, अगर मैं एक्सप्लेन करूं, सो दीज वाइब्रेशन दे transfer from one atom, one molecule to another, and this is how it moves in forward direction. This is how the sound propagates. Point number one, the example which you have seen. Second example is liquid. Yes, in liquid also sound travel. Why? Because but the speed of sound in case of liquid is little less. Why? Because the molecules are not that compactly packed. थोड़े थोड़े दूर रहते हैं molecules, so it takes little time. Okay, generally it is being said like if I say 1480 meter per second in case of liquid. Okay, in case of gas, which is really we are concerned about because we live in, we are surrounded by air, we can hear through air. So in gas, it is 330 meter per second. Why? Because the molecules of air are far away from each other. So it takes much more time to propagate, to move. अब एक क्वेश्चन आता है, अगर मैं आपको क्वेश्चन एक बोलूं विच इज रिलेटेड टू द कॉम्पिटेंसी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. हम हर एक क्लास में हर एक कॉन्सेप्ट के बाद एक कॉम्पिटेंसी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, कोई एक करेंगे. सो इफ आई गिव यू वन क्वेश्चन, फॉर एग्जांपल देयर आर टू एस्ट्रोनॉमर्स, वन इज यू से Priyanka and other is Muskan. Okay, these two went up there on moon, and they are seeing around. They are just around. They are just looking at the surroundings, and they are talking to each other. They are trying to call each other, but the voice is not reaching. Muskan is calling Priyanka. Priyanka is calling Muskan, but they cannot hear anything. Why can't they hear anything? Because there is no air present up there in space. So that is why the sound is not able to move, is not able to propagate, is not able to move in a forward direction. So that is why they are not able to hear the sound of one another. Now for this, I want to show one example to you. I want to share one experiment. Here we have the experiment. This is the experiment. If you can see, the moment we have one bell jar and one electric bell which is connected with this, and the moment we switched on our vacuum, you just listen, just see it once. Now see, if we see this thing, the electrical bell is ringing and we turn on the vacuum pump. The moment the air is finished, the air is being sucked by vacuum pump. So what happens? We are not able to hear any sound. Just see it once. The bell is ringing and the sound is produced. The moment you switch on the vacuum pump, what will happen? The whole air will go out of this bell jar and we are not able to hear the. So here we have understood now. Here we have understood that how the sound propagates. The sound propagates with the help of a medium. And what is that medium? Medium is solid, liquid, and gas, right? Now the next question arises. What is the next question? There are two terms which are used related to the propagation of sound. When the sound propagates, we know that sound propagates, जब sound move करती है तो move करती है vibrations के through. Okay, we know that. So जब sound propagate करती है vibrations के through और जब वो propagate करती है air में, so हमारे पास दो terms आती हैं. एक term का नाम है compression, दूसरी term है rarefaction. ठीक है जी. So compression, rarefaction का क्या मतलब है? Compression means when the air molecules, they are close to each other. Okay, this is how someone has spoken something. कोई music यहाँ पर हमने play किया है. Okay, and here is the ear. Okay, so what is happening from here? The music has to go that side to this ear. It has to reach. How will it reach? So the sound will move like this in the form of compression. Compression means when the air molecules are closer to each other. Okay, and rarefaction means when they are moving away from each other. So they are closer and then away, and then again they will become closer and then away. This is how the sound will reach from this point to this point. Okay, so the sound travel in the form of vibration. Sound is produced in the form of vibration. It travels in the form of vibrations, of course, and the traveling format, the pattern of traveling is in the form of compressions and rarefactions. Compressions means when the molecules, air molecules, they are closer to each other, and rarefaction means when the air molecules are far from each other, but the sound is traveling. Because the sound need medium to travel. जब तक कोई medium नहीं होगा, sound will not be able to travel. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope you have understood the topic which I have planned for today. In next class, we will come that how human able to produce the sound, how human being able to hear the sound, and it will include the anatomy of ear as well. Thank you so much. Please, if you have understood the topic, please like and subscribe my channel. Science is interesting. Thank you, everyone.